They got to give Rice a lot of credit. I know they're building a culture there, much like we had to do in year one, and those kids are fighting extremely hard, and they never quit. They always keep just going out there and competing, and I think there's no doubt in my mind Coach Bloomer's doing a great job with that team, and they're definitely going to be a team there in the future that's going to be very competitive. So got to give them a lot of credit. I was proud of the way our guys finished the football game. We had a lot of adversity kind of in the second and third quarter with a couple turnovers, and kind of sputtered out a little bit at times offensively. And was really proud of the way the team came together. There was no finger pointing. They encouraged each other very well and kept the positivity on the sideline, and again finished the game the right way. That was a huge drive when we get pinned at the -5, convert on two huge third downs, and then go down and score a touchdown in order to give us a 10-point lead. I thought that was the biggest drive in the game, and it was great to see that we came back out and executed well. But other than that, I forgot to mention, really proud of our fans for homecoming, and it was great to see a lot of former players and faces out there that who have been here before, have set and built this culture, and I want to thank them very. I got the opportunity to meet Abner Haynes. Are you kidding me? That was awesome, and so. It's always great on homecoming to come out with a victory, and again, proud of the way our guys finished. We have a lot to clean up. Going into a much-needed off week, going 9 straight games, it can be mentally draining, physically draining. We have a lot of guys that are banged up, and that we need to get back and healthy, and making sure that we come back refreshed and ready to roll, because it's going to be a very tough next three games. And so excited for the off week, excited to get back to some of our fundamentals, coming out a much better football team.
Is that just the mark of a good team? When maybe you don't play as well as you want to, that you just find a way to pull it?
I think it's more to do, for me anyway, with just culture. I think that's something we really stress, and the most challenging things in games like that is when things don't go perfect, or when you do have some adversity and some mistakes. It's very easy to start pointing fingers. It's very easy to start putting the blame on others, whether it's coaches, players alike. I think that's the human thing to want to do, the selfish thing to want to do. And the one thing about our group is they stay together, they stay poised. We don't always get the result we'd like, but they stick together very well. And I think I think you have to have that in order to be a great football team. You're always going to have. There's going to be certain times in the seasons that you're going to have dogfights. Nothing's going to ever be perfect, and by no stretch of the imagination was it perfect today. But you got to find a way to win. And I was again proud of the way they finished the football game.
Entering the fourth quarter, just what did you see from the excitement your team had and the mindset your team had that led to that big fourth quarter?
Again, just understanding that we've been in those situations before. I felt like we knew how we were going to react together. You just got to make a couple plays there that get the momentum back on your side, to where when it does, people tend to relax a little bit more, quit pressing. That's what happens in some of those momentum shifts. When you start making mistakes, it's very the next thing we need to work on. It's very easy to start pressing, start maybe getting a little tense, a little bit stressed, and we don't play our best football when we're like that. Once we start making plays and getting the ball moving, everybody relaxes a little bit and just does their job, and naturally you start playing much better.
DeAndre really came through for you guys today with.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
DeAndre.
Yeah.
130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Were you happy with the way he played? What do you think he helped you?
Yeah, he was a huge part of our win today. Again, he stepped up, and talking to him before the game, I said, look, we got to make sure that we run physical, take care of the football, and you got to have to run through people. And he did a great job of that. I was really also proud of the way we blocked the run. You know, we had some different schemes and getting some guys on the perimeter. I thought our O-linemen pulled very well on a lot of those perimeter runs, and you know, they were covering guys up, and we had some. DeAndre had a lot of great runs, but he also had some that were extremely well blocked up to where he could hit it. And once he does, I mean, he has some explosive ability to where when he gets out in the open field, it can be dangerous. So, again, I'm very proud of him, and again, I think our O-line did a great job on some of those runs as well.
What was your message to the team after all those turnovers?
Take care of the football. Again, I mean, you look at it, I thought Weiss getting in there, he hadn't had as many reps, and you know, it's always great when guys, we're banged up. So I was excited to get him in and get him some reps, and he made a heck of a play, you know, and he was, it's always, you know, you get out there, you're running through tackles, and you're trying to, you know, get that extra yardage, got stripped, and, you know, no one felt as bad as Weiss did. And, you know, we got to clean that up, but at the same time, like I told him at halftime, hey, we're all in this together. We got your back. You know, it's not acceptable, but at the same time, there's nothing we can do about it this second, and we're going to come through for you. And you know, Rico, again, we just got to take care of the football there after the second half. And sometimes those shots on the helmet, with the helmet, you know, hit right on the ball, and they're just they make plays too. Again, that doesn't make it good. Just means that we're going to have to overcome those. When they make great plays, we got to come back and make great plays and get the momentum back. We do need to take care of the football better. But as you've seen through the games, we've been the times we've been most successful this year. We've been really good in the turnover margin, and we got to continue to do that.
Defense played really well, especially after that opening drive. What did you see from them, the way they adjusted after?
Yeah, you know, that first drive's challenging. It's more challenging than you think, offense or defensively. I think sometimes it takes just to get settled in. You know, you knew they were going to come out in some different wildcat packages, and you know, I got to give their quarterback a lot of credit. I thought he managed the game very, very well today. For his first start, I thought he was very impressive. You know, and sometimes it's just settling in. You know, we gave up the one big explosion on the first drive. You know, and again, our eyes were just a little bit off, and they made a heck of a play. But you give up one of those, and now you're just fighting just to try to keep them out of the end zone. And but once that first drive, I thought we settled in well. Everybody just got their eyes in the right spot. They hit their gaps where they were supposed to be, stayed patient, and forced them to try to drive the entire length of the field. And you know, I think we play pretty good defense when we're all like that. You know, when we're disciplined.
Thanks, guys.